Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I have some projects that I'd like to share with you guys. Before I do that though, just a quick little reminder, we have a few things going on over at the DIemond DIe's Facebook page. For one, we have our card swap exchange, which basically is just creating a card using at least one DIemond DIe die, and you will get a partner, a name and an address emailed to you, or message to you from Dee, who is um, the host of the swap. And when you receive that name, you will mail out the card to that person. And as well, someone will be mailing a card to you. And you never know who it is until you get your card because it's a secret swap. And it's a lot of fun, guys. So go on over to the DIemond DIe's Facebook page and join us for that. We also have our monthly Make It with DIemond DIe's giveaway still going on over at the DIemond DIe's Facebook page, which is basically just you creating whatever project you want. It can be anything you want as long as you use one DIemond DIe. Now, both events for participating will gain you an entry towards a monthly drawing that Dee will do at the end of the month, and you will win gift certificates to go towards some dies at the DIemond DIe store. So, lots of fun. Please go on over and check us out. And also, remember that DIemond DIe does have a YouTube channel, and if you subscribe to that channel, that's a nice way of keeping abreast with everything that's going on over at DIemond DIe. Lots of information as well as when the new releases come out and such. So, that being said, and do forgive me, I am so sorry it is so early in the morning, but I have to get this done, so I chose to do it nice and early. But at least the sun is out. We're having a beautiful sunny day today, so I am feeling wonderful. So let me get to the card share. Now, I used quite a lot of the DIemond DIes, so I'm just going to share with you. I will let you know which DIemond DIes they were, but I just want to share the main focus, or the main dies that I wanted to bring the most focus on were the newer release dies, which was the scallop circles, which is such a beautiful die set. I had a friend not too long ago ask me about the DIemond DIe's nesting die sets, and DIemond DIe's had a sale not too long ago, plus with my coupon code, you got the whole nesting set for under $15. And she gave me an opinion, and she's entitled to her opinion. And basically what she said was that she had felt that the DIemond DIe dies were just a little bit more than what she was used to paying. And I was explaining to her how DIemond DIe offers you free shipping after $35, and that compared to most other nesting die sets, which only give you 5 dies, DIemond DIes in their nesting sets always give you 8 to 12 dies, which a lot of dies do not do, especially the nesting sets ones. Not only that, something else I want to share with you guys that a lot of people may not realize. I want to bring out this. This is the scallop circle one. I want to share this with you because a lot of people don't know this about DIemond DIes either. This is from one, and this is the middle. This is from one point to the other. Do you see how big that is? That is 7 inches long. 7 inches long and 5.5 inches wide. There is no die out there for this price that gives you dies this big. Now, I buy lots of dies from all kinds of companies. They are all wonderful. I am not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think a lot of people realize how big these dies are compared to most dies out there right now. Um, I had bought a oval set, not the scalloped ovals. I did have an oval set from another die company. Yes, I bought it on eBay. Yes, it only cost me $14 at the time, although it does retail for $20, $21.99. I did buy it on eBay for $14, but when I received it, and I had not been a DT for Diamond Dies yet, when I received it, I was really happy with it. I'm going to tell you when I became unhappy with it. When I got my first set of Diamond Dies, nesting dies. Because I realized that the biggest die in that set that I bought from one of the leading die manufacturers out there, the biggest die was I think it was 4.25 inches. And that's the length. That's not the width. The width I think was three something, 325 or something like that, which is 3.25, 3.5. But that was the biggest, and they all regressed. They all went smaller from there. When you consider how many dies you're getting, when you consider how big these dies are, and the fact that you can basically cut through just about anything with them, I think you're getting a really, really, really great deal. And I wanted to bring that to light only because she did ask me. And when she asked me, I was like, there might be a lot of other people out there that are wondering the same thing. I know I, as a consumer, do that. What am I getting from my buck? Where's the bang for the buck? That's the bang. That's what you're getting for your buck. Um, do I think they're worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, like I said, this alone, and I've been sharing that with you guys with all my projects with the Diamond Dies. These dies alone, let's say you bought this nesting set. Do you know how many shaped cards you can make, all sizes? Not only that, you can make your own mini albums. These will cut through chipboard. And the dice are so big that you can make a really nice size mini album. So that's all I wanted to bring to light. I may have not ever mentioned it before. I may have mentioned it and I don't remember. But since she brought it up and she asked me, I figured, you know what? Let me share that little bit of information. Of course, you guys make your own decisions about what your crafty needs are, but I just wanted to let you know. And it's not just this nesting sets. All her nesting sets are like this. I mean, the circle nesting set, ridiculous how many dies you get. I think they're like, I can't even remember. There was just so many of them. I think there were like 20. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. But that's just how many you get. Anyways, little off topic there. But I just wanted to clarify that because she did ask, and I thought that was a really, really nice question. And that a lot of other people might have the same question. Now, as you know, not too long ago, my husband has one of his childhood friends, and I may have mentioned this, maybe not. He had passed away unexpectedly. It was an accident, and I felt really bad because it was like we found out like pretty much all of a sudden, and then we found out the night before, and then the next day there was a lot of running around with the family. And anyways, to make a long story short, it made me realize that I don't do very well under pressure. I had to create a card, and because it was last minute and it was rushed, I don't feel like I really gave um, the card all the attention that it deserved, considering that it was a childhood friend of his. I kind of felt that I could have done a little bit better. And then I was upset with myself because I didn't have a card available. So I decided, as much as I don't like, I mean, who likes to make sympathy cards, right? But as much as I don't like it more when I'm not really prepared. So I decided that I wanted to create some sympathy cards and have them in my stash. And I thought the forget-me-not flowers was just perfect for that. A little symbolism, forget me not, don't forget me, passed on, yeah, me being silly. So I decided to work with the forget-me-not flowers. Now, one of my favorite all-time stamp sets, and I think this is probably one of the best presents my sister ever gifted me. I love these sentiments, Sympathy Summons. These are by K. Andrew Designs. And they just have a little bit of everything. I'm telling you, I don't have any other sympathetic sayings stamp sets, and to be honest, this is all I need. There's even one for us with fur babies, when our fur babies are not here anymore. I mean, it's a really, really nice stamp set. So anyhow, like I was saying, the main dies that I wanted to showcase for these cards were the scalloped circles, also the forget-me-not flowers, which are these guys right here. And I believe I used all three shapes, and I used several other diamond dies, and I'll let you know which ones they are. So first I made two A2 size cards, and I also did something that I have not done in a really, really long time, which was play with my embossing folders. I always feel like I really need to play a lot more with my embossing folders. I really don't take advantage of them the way I should. And so for these cards, I did. I don't know where I put Variety. She is... Oh, here's Variety. Variety is my little pointer that I gave her that name. So, okay, enough chit-chat. A2 size card. I have blue cardstock. As you can see, I embossed another piece of blue cardstock. I distressed everything with antique linen. Here's one of the scalloped ovals that I also embossed, and I also added some liquid pearls in blue all the way around. I have this little die cut of a little crucifix that I put here with a little embellishment. Here's where all the happiness is. Well, I'm not, oh gosh, not the happiness. Here's where I put a majority of the embellishments. It's so hard with a sympathy card. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being silly. It's early in the morning. Here I have the forget-me-not flowers, which I did distress with antique linen. I put some really big, I think these are 12mm flat back pearls in the center. I also have some of these little pine branch filler twiggy things going on from a punch, which is this punch right here from Martha Stewart. And then I have the Nature's Flourish underneath here in the beige, which is also from Diamond Dies. It's one of my favorite flourish dies from Diamond Dies. And then I have here and here these little flowers that I made from the mini must-have roses. Here's my little sentiment that I stamped out on white cardstock. Here is a little piece of cardstock that I embossed and distressed. Here's some flat back pearls in the corners. And that's one of my sympathy cards. And then on the inside, I just have another piece of baby blue cardstock with the little pearls. So that's one. This other one here, and I don't know if you noticed that, I made one that had a religious item on the card, and then for a sympathy card, but non-religious, more like just kind of neutral, this was what I made. So I made two A2s, one with a crucifix, one without. One with a religious item on it, one without. And for this one, I also added some lace, some ribbon. I have the forget-me-not flowers, and I did everything in cream, white, and baby blue. I have the Diamond Dies small monarch butterfly. which I also distressed. I have my little sentiment that I stamped down on white cardstock, some more embossing, and this one I put on a yellow card base, and some more of the Nature's Flourish die. And here I have some little leaves and some more of those little twiggy branches. And I just really love how those forget-me-not flowers came out. And the inside of this one just has a little butterfly and some more of those little leaves and just some plain white cardstock to write a little note in. Now I did two 6x6 cards, and again I did the same thing. I did one with a religious symbol, which is the crucifix, and I did one without. So let's go to the one with first. I used one of these embossing folders, and this one was one of the 5x7. This is actually one of the bigger embossing folders that I have. It's called the Window. To that, I added the scallop circle in blue. I added another crucifix, which I put little pearls all over. And here I have my little sentiment. Over here, I have some more flat back pearls in the corners. And then I did a tutorial. I think it was either 3 or 4 videos before this one. And in my tutorial, I described how I would give you different variations of how to use these forget-me-not flowers. I gave you in my tutorial what I felt they looked like realistically, and then I said I would also be using them in many other different ways, and this is one of those ways. I have the little leafy stuff, I have some sprays, I have the flourish going on, I have the mini must-have butterflies. But I wanted you to take notice to the flowers, how I made them this time. And instead of putting pearls in the center, I actually put these little tiny little flowers inside. And I did curve them up. I did not distress the flowers this time. I just left them nice and soft. And the butterfly. And I just think it really adds a really, really, really nice touch. It gives it a sense of elegance. Yep, so that's that one. And then for this card, which is also 6x6, again, I made the flowers a little different. For this one, I put one of the smaller ones on top of the larger one in 2 different colors, and then I added a little pearl center. And this right here, this is a basket weave embossing folder. And then this is the script embossing folder. I really had a lot of fun playing with my embossing folders. I added some lace on both ends. And this beautiful lace here that I used on this card, as well as this one, was gifted to me by my sweet dear friend Tina Kappa, who had sent me some not too long ago. And some Happy Mail. Thank you, Tina, so much for this wonderful, wonderful vintage lace. It really did the trick on these cards, I think. And then I have some Nature's Flourish. Again, some more of the little pine branches, the flowers. And for this card, I really did put a lot of flowers on here. I have 3 butterflies. And then the inside of this card, again, some more of that lace. Some more pearls in a very pale yellow and white, and some more of those little twigs. So that's this card. And this card opens this way, and this one I left blank inside. It's a nice little pale yellow. So guys, I know I chit-chatted a lot on this video. I am so sorry. These are my sympathy cards that I did. I didn't want to do them all white. So I thought to go with the baby blue. And once I started making some, I just figured, why not make a few and just have them there? You just never, it's one of those things you really hate to need it, but when you need it, you're glad you have it there ready. Um, yeah, so those are my sympathy cards. And also, in regards to this one, sending my deepest thoughts and prayers. This doesn't necessarily have to be, yeah, it does look like a sympathy card, but it could also be for someone who maybe isn't feeling well or who just needs to be lifted. You know, maybe they're going through a horrible crisis. Um, maybe someone's sick, whatever the case is. And I do want to make a few more encouragement cards. Those will be next. So, yeah, more cards from my little card stash. Um, I hope you all have been inspired by those little forget-me-not flowers the way I use them. If you do want to make any purchases, like I said, I will have all the links in my description box below. I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.